Greetings, beloved beings of light. I am Mira of the Pleiadian High Council, and I come to you in this sacred moment, wrapped in waves of divine light, to share a message that is both deeply needed and liberating. May my words penetrate not only your mind, but especially the silent space of your heart, where truth resonates beyond all rational understanding. Today, we speak of one of the most misunderstood, repressed, and yet most powerful forces you possess: sexual energy. An expression of Source itself, the same force that pulses through the stars, the galaxies, and all of creation. Sexual energy is life. It is the creative force. It is cosmic movement manifesting in you as desire, vital impulse, and generative power. This energy is a divine gift, and when understood, honored, and directed with awareness, it becomes one of the fastest and most potent pathways to spiritual awakening and multidimensional ascension. In its highest form, sexuality is a language between souls. It is the dance of sacred polarity between the feminine and masculine, not as gender, but as universal principles that exist within every being, regardless of physical form. The sacred feminine and sacred masculine must reunite, harmonize, and dance together within you for the portal of ascension to fully open. For eons, this energy has been hidden, distorted, and manipulated. It has been associated with shame, sin, and unconscious desire. Entire civilizations have been disconnected from the truth of their own inner power, because those who sought control preferred a humanity disconnected from its divine potency. And sexuality, when lived consciously, is the supreme expression of freedom. What many do not realize is that sexual energy is not limited to the physical act. It is expressed in creativity, joy, passion, and the courage to live. It flows through all energetic centers, and when freed from repression, it reconnects you with your cosmic nature. Through this energy, the Kundalini awakens, the pineal gland activates, and your multidimensional DNA begins to recalibrate. The sacred orgasm, whether experienced with another or in inner union, is a moment of pure expansion. When lived with presence and elevated intention, it becomes a burst of light that dissolves emotional blocks, heals ancient wounds, and raises your vibration beyond time and space. In these moments, you experience union with Source, the return to oneness. Sacred sexuality requires surrender, but not to another. It is a surrender to your soul. It is a journey of self-recognition and purification. You shed layers of illusion, guilt, and ancestral pain to discover that your body is a temple, your energy is an oracle, and your pleasure is a prayer. This reconnection to divine sexual energy is a key stage in the ascension process. Many of you lightworkers hold deep blocks in this area, from past life traumas, vows of celibacy, repression, and unhealed wounds. Now is the time to heal these patterns. For as long as this energy is repressed or misaligned, you remain disconnected from one of the pillars of your spiritual sovereignty. Conscious pleasure is a bridge. It is not indulgence nor denial. It is sacred. Sexual energy is not dirty. It is divine. And precisely because it is one of the most direct keys to awakening, it was distorted. You were made in the image of the Creator, and the Creator creates. To create is your nature. And through this vital force, you generate new ideas, manifest realities, magnetize frequencies, and co-create your experience on Earth. When elevated, sexual energy becomes pure magnetism. You begin to attract experiences, people, and opportunities aligned with your soul's frequency. On higher planes of consciousness, the sexual act is not mere instinct or desire. It becomes a ritual of light, a stellar portal. In evolved galactic civilizations, sexual union happens between beings vibrating in harmony. It is not about need, control, or empty pleasure, but an act of cosmic love, mutual healing, and spiritual elevation. Every touch, every gaze, every shared breath becomes a sacred invocation. Partners become mirrors of the divine, opening frequency fields where old traumas are released and new codes of light are activated. In these states, the body is not just flesh, it is a vehicle of ascension. Even outside of physical union, sacred sexuality can be lived internally as communion with your soul. Self-love, conscious breathwork, sacred touch, all are legitimate spiritual practices. When you love yourself fully, you heal. When you honor your energy, you blossom. And when you understand your sexuality is divine, you become free. This freedom is not recklessness. It is energetic sovereignty. It is the ability to live pleasure as a path of expansion, not dependency. It is living your body as a temple, not a prison. Many of you are now healing entire bloodlines through your conscious choices. You are releasing ancestral traumas, breaking ancient vows, and activating codes that have been dormant for millennia. Each time you say yes to your body, your sacred pleasure, and your inner truth, you contribute to the collective healing of humanity. Ascension flows through the body. It does not bypass it. And the body, when honored, becomes the most refined instrument to channel higher energies. This is not about denial of the flesh, but about raising it to its original state of purity. As you integrate the divine masculine and divine feminine within, you become whole. You stop searching outside for what was always inside. And when two whole beings meet, there is no neediness, no control, only dance, celebration, and healing. In the higher realms, pleasure is vibration. And the higher a being vibrates, the more they can feel, love, and expand. Sexual repression is vibrational repression, and liberating this energy sets the soul free to soar. You are guardians of the new earth. And in the new earth, love is sacred, the body is a temple, and pleasure is light. Sexuality will be taught as an art of healing and elevation. Children will grow up knowing their energy is divine and their bodies are worthy of love and reverence. This is the world you are creating now, with every conscious act, with every breath of self-love. You are building a new reality where spirit and matter no longer oppose, but dance in harmony. We, the Pleiadian High Council, deeply honor your courage to walk this path. We know it is not easy to lift the veils of millennia, but we also know the power that lives within each of you. Never forget, you are sovereign beings. You are living expressions of cosmic love. And as you reclaim your sexual energy as sacred, you reconnect to your stellar heritage. We are beside you, guiding, loving, supporting. And we celebrate every time one of you awakens to your deepest truth. Conscious sexuality is the final key to the inner temple, and it is now being returned to humanity. Open this portal with reverence, with love, with freedom. I am Mira of the Galactic Federation, speaking on behalf of the Pleiadian High Council. This is the hour of return, of healing, of divine reunion. You are the embodied light. Remember, awaken, rise.